Hello, my name is METİN. This is 214th part of explanation of my theory. According to my theory and my formulas, the fall of the second postulate of special relativity theory. There are two main postulates of Einstein's special relativity theory. One of them is the laws of physics are invariant in all inertial systems, and the other is the speed of light in vacuum is the same for all inertial observers, regardless of the motion of the light source. This is wrong. Yes, they say this. Einstein say this. Whereas, according to my theory and my formulas, 1. Velocity of light is variable. Light velocity can exceed classical speed of light or can be slower than classical speed of light. 2. Velocity of light is variable, and light velocity varies depending on its source's motion, its source's velocity, its source motion direction and orientation, and if the source is at rest and observer is in motion, vice versa. 3. The unique light sources are electron motion forms. Think of in meta sensation perception matter. As I told you before, I don't want to repeat. Electron motion form is intrinsic, immanent, perpetual, cyclical, spherical, ring-shaped motion form of meta-sensation perception matter. Think of three-dimensional. The unique light sources are electron motion forms, and neither these motion forms nor their successive waves are ordinary particles or objects. Electron motion forms and their successive waves are not ordinary particles or not ordinary objects. Electron motion forms are intrinsic motion forms of meta-sensation perception matter. And we can never see these electron motion forms and meta-sensation perception matter directly. I advise you to watch my former videos about these subjects. 4. There are any point of electron motion form, inseparable point of electron motion form, or its successive waves surfaces. There are my point wave velocity and point wave wavelength formulas for each inseparable point of electron motion form or its successive waves. Yes, these are the formulas. So basic. D. Point wave velocity formula for each point. This is electron motion form. I'm so sorry. This is not electron motion form. Yes, D is equal to speed of light minus electron motion form. Its source, light source is electron motion form. VE is its velocity, electron motion form's velocity. D is equal to C minus VE, electron motion form's velocity, cosine alpha. Okay? And point wave wavelength formula here, lambda alpha is equal to lambda normal. What was lambda normal here? For instance, 91.155 nanometer initial wavelength. This is lambda normal. Okay. When this electron motion form start to move, this motion form in the c direction will be shortened, for instance, and its wave velocity, point wave velocity, will decrease. Okay. Lambda alpha is equal to lambda normal minus delta lambda cosine alpha. Okay. What is delta lambda? Shortened amount of electron motion forms successive waves, wavelength. Okay? Now, yes, wait a moment, please. Now think of, these are my formulas, some of my formulas. Here, at this point, observers. At the center, there is an electron motion form. Here, observers. Same distance from the center to each point, okay? Same. This is really here right side 90 degrees, but here this is not problem to write here 90 degree. This is not problem right 45 degree because of relatively to electron motion forms motion, okay, direction. Think of here an electron motion form is at rest and it is in closed box. Think of, imagine. And here at rest electron motion form and it is in closed box. Okay. But think of, instantly when we apply this left side electron motion form, say 100 volts accelerating voltage, and at the same time we open the two boxes, right side and this. Two of these electron motion forms will start at the center of this circle or sphere, produce and propagate successive waves, light waves at the same time. Okay? But left side electron motion form at the same time will gain velocity by means of accelerating voltage. According to my theory and my formulas, I computed for 100 voltages, accelerating voltages, okay, left side electron motion form gain 258,927 kilometers per second. This near the speed of light, not speed of light. Okay, and while starting to propagate light, at the same time it gains this velocity 258,927 27 kilometers per second. This one here. Okay, but it is at rest. According to my formulas, 0 degree direction, in 0 degree direction, point wave velocity of electron motion form will be what? 41,073 kilometers per second. And its point wavelength will be 12.48 nanometer. 45 degree observer, okay. This side, I have accounted 116,912 kilometers per second, its point wave velocity, and wavelength will be 35.52 nanometer. Left side 25 degree, okay, its velocity, wave velocity will be in this direction, okay, what? 235,060 and 665 kilometers per second. And its wavelength will be 19.85 nanometer. Okay. Here, it will exceed the speed of light in 160 degree direction. Speed of light 543,211 kilometers per second. Okay, and lambda alpha will expand, enlarge. Point wavelength will be greater than the other motion direction wavelengths. 165.08 nanometer, etc. In 180 degree, its velocity will be what? Wave velocity, point wave velocity, 558 and 558,927 kilometers per second, and its point wavelength will be 169.83 nanometer. Okay. But this side, each side at rest, all point wavelengths the same, 91.155 nanometer, and all point wave velocities will be the same, speed of light, each side, because of it is at rest. And for each case, light will arrive each observers at the same time. This is simultaneity, and simultaneity is not relative. Okay. Yes. Have a good afternoon. See you later.